Namaste, beautiful soul. Remember this. Since the beginning of the time, before religion, before temples were built, before the first word was ever written, the universe was already alive. And with it, sacred laws were born, invisible yet eternal. Laws not imposed by simply present. Today we remember sacred codes. The law of God, the law of nature, the law of man, and other universal laws that guide our existence. Remember this law, the law of God, the divine source. The law of God is the highest spiritual law. It's not a set of commandments, carving stuff by a living or breathing force of pure love. It's a law that governs from the heart of the cosmos. It appears in all ancient cultures, in the Vedas, in the Torah, in the Tao Te Ching, in the teachings of Jesus, Buddha, and Quetzalcoatl. But its true origin goes beyond religion. It's the unconditional love that sustains life, all life. The compassion following from divine consciousness. The voice of the soul that whispers, do good, seek truth, and love without fear. And to honor this law is to remember that we were born to evolve, to embody the source that created us. This other beautiful law is the law of the nature, the sacred order of the living world. The law of the nature is the physical expression of the divine intelligence. It's revealed in the seasons, in the growth of the seed, in the balance of the ecosystem, in the rhythm of the moon and sun. Ancient peoples lived by this law. They knew we are not owners of the earth. We are part of it. The Mayans, the Toltecs, Incas, Navajos, the Aboriginal people, they all knew that to break the harmony of nature is to invite illness, chaos, and disconnection. This law reminds us everything is connected. What we do to the earth, we do it to ourselves. To return to this law is to return to simplicity, to gratitude for the water, the fire, the air, the soil, and for every being with whom we share this planet. And there is the law of the man, the structure of human society. And the law of man was born when we moved from the tribal life to building big cities, empires, and civilizations, right? We began to write codes, ethics, and legal systems. Many of these laws were created to protect life, to establish fairness, to create orders among people. But not all human laws are just. Some are born from fear, control, and power, right? When the law of the man forgets the law of God and the law of nature, we see oppression, imbalance, and disconnection from the soul. So we must ask, do the laws I follow reflect my consciousness or just my obedience? True human law is born from the awakened heart, from deep ethics and inner wisdom. And there is other, beyond the spiritual, the natural, and human realms, there are invisible laws that govern from the higher planes of existence. Mystics, sages, and spiritual traditions around the world have spoken of these timeless truths. And we're talking about the law of karma. You probably hear about this, right? Every action creates a reaction. What you sow, you reap. And every thought, word, and feeling sets a frequency in motion, and it always returns. We have the law of the free will. No soul is ever forced. Each one of us chooses our path, even if we forget that we choose it. We are co-creators of our own reality. And you know that. The law of correspondence, as within, so without, as above, so below. Your outer world mirrors your inner world. There is no separation between what you feel and what you live. Law of the vibration. Everything is energy. Nothing stands still. Everything vibrates. The frequency you emit attracts your reality. So these laws are not like punishments, not threats, not cold rules. They're just invitations, bridges to more conscious life, a freer, more authentic way of being. Today, more than ever, the world is calling us to remember these laws, to stop living only from the mind and start listening from your soul. The law of God, the law of nature, and the law of man can live in harmony if you choose to walk in awareness, and if your heart longs to return to the root, to the earth, to silence, to soul, then I invite you to live the experience at Quetzali Rancho Sagrado, a sacred space where we honor the law of nature, where we walk barefoot, where we meditate at sunrise, and where the elements of fire, water, wind, and earth remind us of everything we once knew but forgot. So come and experience it. Reconnect with your essence. Remember who you are. Quetzali Rancho Sagrado, it's a place to come home to yourself. Thank you, Velazo Camati.